14 days after his release from jail, Oscar Pistorius' fate is now in the hands of the Supreme Court of Appeal. The state wants the athlete's culpable homicide conviction changed to that of murder and incarcerated for a lengthier term. Pistorius was sentenced to 5 years for shooting and killing his girlfriend Reeva Steenkamp on Valentine's Day in 2013.
The accused is found not guilty and is discharged. Instead, he is found guilty of culpable homicide.
The verdict at the centre of the state's appeal. It now wants it overturned and Oscar Pistorius to face a murder charge. Claims that Masipa erred in her interpretation of dolus eventualis.
The state are arguing that if he foresaw that by firing through the door he would kill anybody, that would be enough for murder. The defence are saying that the court correctly applied the law to the facts and the acquittal should stand.
But before the court can entertain this, it will first need to decide whether the appeal is a question of law or fact. In South African law, factual findings cannot be appealed.
The defence is arguing that the legal issues the state are taking on appeal are really disguised questions of fact. If the court finds that there are factual issues, that's the end of the appeal. It will not proceed.
And there's more. The defence will argue that the appeal should not be heard as Pistorius was convicted, even though of a lesser charge.
The defence is arguing that before the Supreme Court of Appeal can entertain this appeal, the accused must have been acquitted completely. They argue that there was not a complete acquittal, he was actually convicted of culpable homicide. The state, on the other hand, are saying no, he was charged with murder and he was acquitted of murder. We are entitled to appeal.
And then the appeal process can only get underway once these issues have been clarified by a panel of judges. The next chapter of Oscar Pistorius' legal battle will play out in this court in front of a full bench of judges. Well, one day has been set aside for court proceedings, and in all likelihood, judgment will be reserved. Lewis, SABC News, at the Supreme Court of Appeal in Bloemfontein.